Hello, everybody. What's up? How are you doing? John, how you living, my man?
I'm living well. We're all living
That's
well,
good, buddy.
hopefully.
Yes.
Yes.
Your heart's
We're-
still beating. The blood is pumping through your vein. Oh, look at me, buddy. Every time.
No camera.
Oh, I am. Yes. Where's my Nadim? I need my Nadim, and I need him now. He never comes back to me when I need him. There we go. Well, anything you want to say before we buddy it up?
You need to be more nasally for your accent more. It works very well.
Okay,
It
I'll
works
go lick some toilets and then I'll come out like this. I mean, well,
hey.
I mean that'd be pretty authentic, don't you think? Like shit in
Yeah.
the street, lick a toilet. I mean, what are these Jeets doing? I don't know. What are these Jeets doing?
What are they doing? I don't know.
What
They over
are they
here,
doing?
they over
Like, what?
there.
This
they
town, this
down
neighborhood
there.
used to be nice, you know. You go and get a slice of pizza pie, but now there's an Indian man taking a shit right in front of my pizza parlor.
The other show you want, the other show you need. It'll get you high, get you wise. Bunny is the place to be.
You know, yeah, he asked me to punch me and he knocked my teeth out, and I realized it's because our Haitian neighbor came in and they needed it to put on string for their Vede. My Christian Haitian neighbor is using my teeth for a Vede.
Bunny, the only show you want, the only show you need. It'll get you high, get you wise. Bunny is the place to be.
I've got a vagina.
We all do, as you know, we all do.
Hi. Hello. You heard that too, right?
I did.
Oh wow. Here I am glitching out. I mean, this is actually kind of would be like a cool effect if we're talking about like something cyberpunk, I guess, but I don't know how to make it stop.
Oh,
Wow. That's we're entering the Matrix, folks.
Yes, the Matrix
Or,
has gotten Mr. Westphal.
Yeah. Well, let's just move on right along with the show here, I think. What the Okay, we got how would you describe this? I feel like maybe I'm reading into it, but I think he thinks he's attractive.
Okay, all right. I gotta spill the beans, you guys. You know me, living out here in California. I know these people. I make movies, make videos. You can say I'm like the Weinstein of the California desert. But this was the take they were going to make before they went with Rachel Zegler and Gala Dego, or whatever her name is. They were going to show this, but it didn't make the cut. And we'll just let it play.
It got worse when I turned off Nadim. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Man, that's something else. Okay, yeah, let's go on.
Let's go.
She's gonna save me. No one's coming to save you, Your Highness. My lord, there's a problem.
Told ya.
What?
Oh no!
He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh.
Get him out of here. Princess, I'm over here.
Right off the hill.
Larger than life.
Remember to always listen to your parents. I will, princess. I will. She's cool.
I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be true, and it's gotta be soon, and he's gotta be larger than life.
Princess!
Wow, I don't think we're on this timeline anymore. What'd that say by 2045?
Yeah. Well, I guess the moral of the story is everyone needs a hero.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying, like that's the moral of the story.
My wife.
Morales,
Have you heard of this guy named Vladimir who like dresses up as an e-girl?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
My wife said this popped up on her feed just randomly, and she's like got stuck in a vortex of watching like 5 or 6 of these videos. But it's a Slavic dude named Vladimir who his girlfriend's apparently like really good at makeup, and he dresses up as an e-girl to like bait people. He's like, it's like we can finally make fun of trannies again.
Yeah.
It's like these disgusting mentally ill people. It's fun to make fun of them. Who knew? Where's my audio? Gimme. So that's a man on the left.
So are you on OnlyFans? You seem to be an OnlyFans model.
When's the last time you did?
Oh my
You
gosh,
seem
I
to
know.
be-
Oh, you show Bob's imagine. Oh, you seem to be a OnlyFans model.
When did we make an
Yeah,
appearance on the show?
John, you don't remember talking to this lady with me?
I don't.
Oh, yes. Good evening.
Good evening. When
Yes.
were we here?
I can't believe you have forgotten this memorable moment when we talked to Vladimir. I know a guy.
OnlyFans. You seem to be an OnlyFans model.
When's the last
I know a guy that looks exactly like this, but like 15 years younger. This dude, like if my friend Blake did a lot of heroin, it would look just like this dude. Blake, if you're listening, which I know you're not, it's good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, he pulls it off.
time you've been kissed?
Your name's Barbie? That's cool.
Yeah, I'm Barbie.
Wow, you look really pretty.
Thank you. Are you Ken?
Oh yeah, I guess I am.
Also, you have no dick.
I'm distracted right now. Okay, I like this view. You must get all the boys, you know, like
Mhm.
chasing after you, being a
Yeah.
huge team.
Yeah, I do.
Nadine?
I might be, you know, just a little bit excited right now.
Oh, I see.
It's hard not to be. I'm curious to see when you're all dressed up, you know, like with like a full like outfit and you know, like short little skirt, tight little top. I'm just curious how like f***ing sexy you look.
Really fucking sexy.
Man.
I'm having a hard time focusing. There's a lot of thoughts running through my head right now.
Understandable.
Fight
I'm
them,
trying
man.
my best,
Fight
you know,
them.
not to, you know, make it.
I
so
don't believe
obvious,
you.
That I'm like really turned on, but you know,
Yeah, I
Time no
know.
see Nadim. Take
like
my
simple
brother.
teasers, you know, like sticking your tongue out, you know, just like
Alright then. Mommy says get on the floor.
on my knee.
Yes, I want you to bark like a dog for me. Louder.
Bro, hands up here, bro. Hands up here.
Who's your daddy?
You are. Yeah, my mom, you met my daddy.
Maybe if
One more.
you don't mind, can you share your WhatsApp number or Snapchat?
Why?
We can be just friends.
Oh, and what are we gonna talk about?
Okay, maybe generally anything that you'll be up to for it.
And tell me something, for example.
First, I said you're beautiful.
So you're gonna tell me that I'm beautiful every day? Every single day?
Hey, that's great. That's
Yeah, my brother. Mwah.
It's so great. It's
Yeah,
so
it's-
great. It's so great. It's so great.
Yeah, Michaela Peterson when she went to when Michaela Peterson went to Russia for her dad's benzodiazepine addiction, that she never came back the same.
Michaela Peterson went to your local CSV to get the prescription for her dad. She was like, "Oh, dude." There's a handsome man. at the
I was thinking, like,
pharmacy.
'cause my wife showed me one of these videos before I went to bed, and I was like, all these guys that she's talking, like this, that the man's talking, Vladimir, every man that Vladimir's talking to is all like that, like, oh, I'm trying, and they're like, ugh, stick your tongue out, yeah. I'm like, one guy just like, she's like walking on the street. He went to New York to like walk around different places, the subway, because he was like, I hear it's like really bad for women with catcalling and like getting like assaulted and all these things. He's like, I'm gonna go test it out, and I can beat people up. And there was like a couple guys that was like, I'll make a lot of money prostituting you and all this stuff, and they're just like saying all these horrible things to him, all these nasty things. And I was like, these guys are like, it's weird because they're hypersexualized. They're actually kind of effeminate because like the passions have totally taken over them. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no control. Am I fighting an illness? You're not the first person to ask. I hope not. I hope not. A mentally retarded kid decked me in the face earlier, so maybe that's, you can see the bruise there.
Yeah, it takes a mentally retarded kid to bruise Mr. Westford.
Yeah, that'll do it. They got the retard strength, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing.
Finally sounds like a white boy instead of that black guy we're always used to.
I don't choose to talk about my race.
Well, I was just saying.
I mean, I'm very proud of my race, my black heritage, but it's not what the show's about. The show is about the buddies.
Imagínate vivir en Europa y perderte esto.
It's one of these days that punched me.
Yeah. What were you doing over here, dude?
The hell is this? In London or something? What's wrong with them?
I don't know, but what I was wondering was like the rhythm, like in the sound you hear, like the rhythm of the drum beat is completely different from what those people are banging on their tom toms.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
is
know
that
if you guys
drugs?
noticed that.
Yeah, no, and they're all like, what do you even?
I hope they're
they're dancing like my 2-year-old daughter, kind of like just like the weird stiff knees and like the just going in a circle.
Yeah, like I hope they're on drugs. I hope you're not like this sober. If you are, then
Is this like an art piece? Like, what am I supposed to be getting out of this?
Freedom.
We finally brought down the matriarchy. Who knew that we had to wait a minute or two?
This is the defeation of the patriarchy right here. This is how we're gonna
Maybe
do it, guys.
doing jujitsu has started my puberty. Well, I mean, I've listened to a lot of Jordan Peterson, and he says that when the lobsters fight lobsters, the lobster that wins gets bigger and stronger. So maybe kicking people's ass in jujitsu has made me finally get more testosterone. Scoob. Yeah. Hey, Volpes. Can you tell me what's going on? What ancient spirit are they tapping into? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna find this video.
Bucko.
Made me think of the video I can't freaking find. It's like these old crones that like hang out in the woods, and they like talk about how beautiful it is to be a woman, and they're all witches and stuff. Where is this video? It's really cringy.
How beautiful it is to be witches.
Yeah, they like go into the woods and they like sing songs and beat on drums, talking about just talking about their womanhood. And It's really cringy, just like old lady feminism.
Yeah, well, my womanhood has been.
Ugh.
If you
Sorry,
like
go on. I saw.
Well, I
I
don't know if I'm menopause because I was really hot last night, but I don't know.
Sorry, I opened this up.
Oh.
That was my reaction. I was like, ugh.
Okay, so everyone,
Hey, you guys!
I just want to I want to show you guys a little bit of I think it's just respectful to show you what my personal life is and what
So your
a
girlfriend
strong
uploaded
woman-
this, right?
yeah, a strong woman that I have, and I would like for everyone
You're
to
gonna
at
put her
least,
on display. You want to show her off?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, yeah, no, it makes sense.
There's so many people that have said I keep that shit real. I definitely do keep that shit real because I don't play that shit. I don't care if I have to fight somebody for keeping that shit real. I'm dead ass.
Her eyes are getting
bitch, lie for what?
What's happening?
Be fake for what? If I don't
Don't
like
make
you, I
fun of
don't
her
like
eyes.
you. And if I see some fake ass shit, bitch, I'm calling that shit out. There ain't no reason to be fake at all. And y'all stay coming for a body is wild. Like what? Who's really the mad one? Like talking about a body is crazy. Fuck you worrying about a
Well,
body
that's gonna
for?
pop out.
Fuck you worrying about a body for?
Don't talk
Especially
about
when
my
you the
girl's
real
eyes.
deal. Fuck you worrying about my body for? And you, man, why y'all worried about a body? You ain't ever even touching this shit or even got to lay with it. So why are you even talking about a body?
Yeah. Why you talking about me? Yeah. Why you
talking about a
me?
body?
Are you bigots?
Ew.
Don't look at my girl's eyes. Don't look at them.
I feel like her dad is a shark and her mom's a pug.
I feel like her dad is like a stingray, just like that.
Yeah,
big,
stingray. What are the little faces?
yeah, like
There's her dad.
yeah, exactly. See?
Why the F you talk about a body?
Oh,
No,
there's
sorry.
that one down there
Why
with
you
the
F
mouth
talking-
open.
Every
With the
time she
mouth
starts a
open.
clip, she has to turn her face. You notice that? Why is she doing that?
Why are you
had
judging
whip-
my woman?
whip her
You,
She had to whip her face around each time.
I don't disrespect
Each
a woman like that. Why are you disrespecting my woman like
You know my wife disrespects you, so
that? Hey.
is what it is. Oh God, I opened up the same link. It was the lady again. Oh, ugh. Oh my! I did it again. Did you send this twice? You did. You did send it twice.
No, I didn't.
100%.
Oh.
All right. What about this earthquake? Is this you talking about this earthquake here?
Oh yeah, this earthquake. So in case you guys aren't familiar about this earthquake that happened, it was a massive 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Thailand. It was pretty bad. But thankfully, like we have I mean it's really bad. I don't know. Has anybody in the chat ever been in an earthquake?
Since
You
I
know,
moved
the
to
beams
Washington,
over-
there's been like 3 times that people like text me. My mom will text me like, "Did you feel that earthquake?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Yeah, last night there was an earthquake in your area." I don't know. I haven't felt anything.
I know that Dean probably has like bombings going on over in Lebanon.
Well, that's because he still has his pager.
These are not
Nadeem,
earthquakes.
Nadeem, I've been telling you, you got to ditch that pager.
Yeah, especially that golden pager that Trump got. Don't get that golden
Yeah,
one. But no, like it's horrible. And I've been in earthquakes. Like about 4 years ago, there was an earthquake that happened, and it was a 7.6 magnitude earthquake that we had. And it literally like threw my girl off the bed that I was dating at the time. Threw her off the bed. And at first, because I was just like, okay, everything's shaking, you know, we're here in Cali. We're used to it. Then it's like, okay, all right.
What do you do? Like get
what
under a
I'm
table?
actually-
Sorry,
No,
go on.
just get outside. Just get outside.
Go hug a tree.
No, just go outside. You don't have to hug a tree. I mean, if you want to hug a tree, by
My frame of reference is like tornadoes in the South. You just like get in a closet, get away from windows, put a mattress on your head. but
No,
I
these
think
are
the threat's got to
earthquake.
change. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you
Or you just
get
don't want to
outside.
be in a structure, right? Structures fall. Got to get out of them.
Yeah. Yeah. But thankfully, I did some digging and I found,
You're an archaeologist now. Huh?
yeah, I found why this earthquake happened.
Oh, I have a theory already.
Okay.
Was it, just a couple of weeks ago, we watched footage from the Fat Appreciation convention in Seattle. Was this year's convention in Thailand or Bangladesh or where the hell this is?
Same difference.
What is this? Where is this?
It's in Thailand.
Bangkok. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Bangkok. And wait, that is Thailand, right?
Yeah, it says Mandalay, Myanmar, and Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay. All right. Well, then the second video I sent you is where this man explains why that happened.
Okay, so this is what they've been keeping from the people.
Yeah.
All right. You guys gonna hear this is breaking. We're breaking what he broke. And after the earth broke.
Major earthquake that took place in Thailand. And I'm going to tell you why this is prophetic in nature. As you could see on the screen, I posted this within 24 hours of the earthquake taking place. And what happened was yesterday morning, as I was waking up, the Lord, gave me a very brief vision. I can't go into details about the vision because it was something about my assignment. But the Lord said, as a sign of this, I'm going to cause an earthquake to take place within the next 24 hours. I posted it on Facebook because Facebook automatically dates it. So people can't say, oh, you're only saying it after the fact. It's posted.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
You can check the dates on there. All right. It's right there. But
yeah, it's right there, boys.
This takes place. It'll be a sign, number one, that I'm speaking him, not only to you, but to the world, because Yeshua's coming soon. And, people need to know that to get in alignment with him. But in addition to that he's going to continue to increase speaking through natural disasters. He said that this earthquake wouldn't be your typical daily earthquake. He said to put significant, because it would be significant. He said it will also make different headlines, news headlines, and it would happen within 24 hours. So as you can see on the screen, within 24 hours, it would be a significant earthquake to make news headlines. And he told me this yesterday, as you can see on the dated area. And within 24 hours, an earthquake happened in Taiwan, and I forgot the other place, but it's on the screen. It happened in this general area. Some say 7.7, others say 8 point and above, but it knocked down buildings, collapsed the mosque.
This building was actually built on top of the lost site where the Ark Covenant really at.
Pray for those involved that's still alive, that they turn
he's
to
got
Christ
Hebrew
and
letters on
understand
his chest.
Yeshua, Mashiach, is
see
Mashiach.
this?
He's the one true and living God. Okay, he's the word of the Father. The Father is God. The Word is still God, but that's His word, embodied Yeshua, salvation in Hebrew. So understand these things. All right. If you like content like this, you could follow for more as always. And this month, I'm sending out a 3-day class for those of you that want to understand how God speaks, dream interpretation, biblical symbolism, more. I'm sending out a class at the end of the month. It's pre-recorded, so if you work, you have the links to watch anytime you want. It's not live.
There's always
if you want to check it out, go to my profile page.
Once
Once again, I'm saying this again because sometimes people ask again. It's in my bio on my profile. The deadline is tomorrow, within 24 hours. So if you're gonna do it,
and it's gonna be 24 hours because I done pushed that on Facebook. It's immutable, nigga.
Yeah, because there's a timestamp. There's a timestamp when I post stuff on Facebook.
Yeshua, the word. He told me there's a timestamp on Facebook. Use that shit. He's still God. Right now. He's still God.
I posted on Facebook 5:30. It's on.
That's immutable. I got that from Yeshua Messiah.
And if you tell me I posted at 5:32, 5:31,
I'm gonna say no. It was on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. He timestamps that stuff. It's more immutable than the blockchain.
You like those people over at Nicaea. You saying what God is. Yeah, he's a
I not
3 in
see a
1. You say
nigga
what they are.
out here struggling
Yeah.
every day in the street, getting visions from God and shit. You know, I'll be posting stuff on Facebook saying there's gonna be an earthquake. So what? Okay, he said I had a vision. I posted on Facebook there's gonna be an earthquake in 24 hours.
Yep.
An earthquake happened.
Mhm.
Which a lot of the I want to know what his accuracy rate is. Was this like the 50th prophetic vision he had? And I mean, the world's a big place. There could be how many times is there an earthquake? So I mean, this is a significant earthquake, but
Well, there's
is there
earthquakes happen all the time.
like almost how many earthquakes a year?
Earthquakes or earthquakes?
How many earthquakes? Approximately 55 earthquakes every day, 20,000 a year. So all right, I'm gonna be straight. I'm getting a vision right now. I'm getting a vision. There's gonna be 50 earthquakes tomorrow on average. I posted that on Facebook. So please send me a super chat, like, comment, subscribe if you want more prophetic visions, daily palm readings. Tell me your star sign, and I'll tell you how many earthquakes are gonna be tomorrow in Thailand.
If there is one earthquake every hour, then every time I talk, God is giving his judgment every hour.
Are you causing the earthquakes then?
That's my question. I was like, so this is your fault. And I
have you seen that old Key and Peele skit?
As a
with,
comment, I was like, is this your fault, dude?
you did this.
You did this. You're the one that needed a prophecy. You're the one that needed it.
I need to be making that money. I need to be doing my prophecies, slinging that game, yo. I need money for my baby mama. I got child support, man. Yeshua's my God. He's my one and only, but he ain't paying my baby mama's bills. All right.
All these people
I gotta be
in
out
Thailand.
here having visions and paying my bills.
All these people in Thailand. All of these people in Thailand have had their whole world destructed just so they can have enough.
Have you seen that old Key and Peele skit? It's like a 80s hair like buddy cop setting, and like him and his friends are like, all right, good job closing that case. And like one guy leaves, and like the main character like turns, he's like, no, and then the guy explodes, and then like he keeps saying no at stuff that like, and it like the car explodes, and he realizes like, oh, every time I say no, shit explodes, and like a bird explodes and falls at his feet. It's like he was the one causing it.
No.
That was all old Key and Peele sketches are they're all right. You know, I mean they were ripping off Chappelle, you know, but there's some all right ones.
It's so good. No, like this guy's to blame. I don't know why. Like
about like 10 seconds in to hearing this guy, my thoughts were this is probably like one of the most dangerous people you could know, like in your personal life. Like who would be more dangerous to know in your personal life than this guy? Because I feel like he'd be like, God had me a vision yesterday. God had me a vision yesterday, and he said you got to go, nigga. He said you in my way. He said you not a part of the plan.
Yeah, I don't know how I would deal with that. Like,
Because I mean, I don't know this guy. I don't know this nigga. All right, but
you look like in a white neighborhood.
when you okay, maybe he lives in an HOA. He's very safe. Okay, I'm not trying to case it. I'm not trying to whatever. But
he only has 60 likes on this video. Okay, give him a break.
If you out here saying that God giving you visions, and I don't know, I feel like that
took place in Thailand. And I'm going to tell you why this is prophetic in nature. As you can see on the screen,
I'm not saying I think in nature, there's 50 earthquakes a day. All right, but I think if you getting visions from God and you out here trying to sling your game like this, man, I think you're probably not doing a lot of self-reflection. You're probably not thinking you're making many mistakes. You think I had a dream, and that has real world significance. All right, your mouth's too big. Close that mouth, man. Oh, Johnny boy, where'd you go?
Sorry.
So I've got a
devil in my room.
You gotta exercise him.
Devil. An earthquake in my room.
So I've got a friend back from a high school, and he was like a normal guy. And I don't know, last like 5 years or so, he's gotten like super crazy liberal. And I always watch out when he posts stuff on Instagram because it's like perfect material for me. Everything he posts about that's like, oh my gosh, this is so terrible. I'm like, the earth is healing.
You know, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Extermination. No one ever talks about it. They just do it.
So, and he's like kind of a nerd, so he loves like X-Men stuff, but and Lord of the Rings and everything. But he's saying no one ever talks about extermination; they just do it, and then post government agencies scrub LGBTQ web pages and remove info about trains and intersex people. And maybe that's a good point. Maybe you and I, John, are doing too much talking about the LGBTQ people, and we need to just need to exterminate like this.
Maybe.
I think we just need to scrub. We need to have.
Okay, like how your video is going right now.
I do.
We need to scrub it like the way Mr. Westford is appearing to us. This is what we do with demonic ideologies, boys.
Okay, let me know. Babies are having a hard time.
This is what we do with them.
What did I do, dude? Oh, my camera. My camera is not getting the vision.
It is a demon.
I don't know. What do you think about that shit? Is it better to just enact our power silently
And you go on with your lives, ignoring the signs all around you.
Nobody's talking about extermination.
No one ever talks about it. They just do it. And you go on with your lives.
Because I would very much like to go on with my life. So
this is
however I can achieve the goal that Professor X does not want to happen is I want to enact those means, because he sees my goal. He sees it clearly. He's horrified of it, and it makes me sleep well at night.
Yeah, and this is kind of like the thing of I saw this video Jerry Dyer did a long time ago. It was like this whole stream about like witches and all of this stuff, where he gave the argument of like witches, druids, this whole ideology. It's not counterculture, because the culture is actually promoting this, and actually like the government, the elites, propaganda. You're promoting all of this stuff. How can you be counterculture when you are the culture?
Yeah, well, it's like the same thing with like most of the people in the punk movement and like the LGBT stuff. They think that they're the little guys, the underdogs, but they are, at least until like the election, they were the official narrative. They were what was being propped up by all the millionaires and the billionaires.
Yeah. Oh, come and get your.
We are the rebellion, right, Elon? We are the rebellion, right, government?
Come join us, and we have tunnels everywhere. Everywhere. We got tunnels. They go from here to there to there to here to here to everywhere.
Speaking of tunnel dwellers, I have this one. It's not. I don't think it's in English, so I will narrate for you. I'll be your humble narrator. What I don't understand is all the non-Jews are. How did you call them? Excuse me, sir. Have no direct. The word human refers to the image of God. He is the image of God. That is the meaning of human. We changed it, meaning the Jewish people changed it to act more humane. You need to act like a human being. The principle is based on God. And people are based on God because we are his image. So he called us human. The non-Jews are, God made them so they will serve the Yudin. All the non-Jews you see around the world, billions, they exist just for the Jews' benefit. You don't see it We don't see it, so we don't know exactly. Hold on. Today we are still in exile, so automatically they don't yet serve us completely. Only partially. Each one of us will have. When the Messiah will come, each one of us will have. How many hundred years? In the meantime, the Messiah is not here. How do they serve us now? What are hard? I don't know. Apartment building. We do everything. What do they build for us?
What do you do with this stuff? Like,
It's like, yeah. I mean, I have friends that are like probably down like the Nick Fuentes, Groyper rabbit hole, and I've always thought that was pretty gay. And I was kind of normie. I was never like a Zionist, but I was just kind of like, yeah, racism bad, you know, for a long time. And then it was just kind of like, well, I have my friends who were talking about this stuff. Let's just go investigate. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. And
yeah,
a lot of it's like this.
Yeah, and what do you do with it? I mean, it's not like, and I know I'm over here being a dead horse. Like everyone's like, oh, you interesting. It's like, but you're the one doing it.
We're here to serve, dude. Maybe hopefully we'll get the same master.
I sent you a video clip just now that reminded me of everything like that was about Gene Simmons.
That's
about being a happy guy. Oh, happy guy. Happy guy.
Episode 4, Season 1 of Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. Gene Simmons lets everyone know what us non-Jews are here for. Apparently, non-Jews exist to serve the Jew. His words, not mine.
Looks like a mess in here. What the hell is all this?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
That's what Gentiles are for. You hire them to work on your car.
So when our men and women are over in Iraq fighting the Muslims for the sake of Israel and Jewish domination, I want you to remember what Gene Simmons said.
That's what Gentiles are for. That's what Gentiles are for.
So like when I went to go like read the Talmud and all these different things that my Groyper kind of friends were talking about, you know, I started opening up the books and reading the links, and this was my reaction.
Looks like a mess in here. What the hell is all this?
that was my exact thought.
It's like a mess in here. What is it? But no, like it's so. This is like it's a weird discussion to have, especially with people who you love and everything like that.
Yeah,
and you're just like, well, what does this mean? They're like, oh, well, that was just taken out of context. You got that was just a bad one. And then you like, here's more.
SpongeBob meme.
Yeah.
How many diapers could one baby make?
Yeah, it was. You know, it's just.
It's just a lot. You know.
It's one of those. It's one of those conversations that it's like so polarizing. It's like people can't. It's there's lots of them, but people have these. A lot of it's propaganda. Lots of it is culture, and people have like these innate. Probably, I don't know if they're innate, but like, there's something in them. Like you can't talk about like, IQ or statistics or things like that because people have like this like, oh, that's race. They have like a racism like alarm that goes off in their head. Like I can't talk about this or look at this objectively because I'm not racist. I don't think black people are going to steal my car. I don't think that. I'm not racist. But I was also thinking about this recently, that, a lot of people say like, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. And what I think's wrong about that is it's not, you don't need a black friend. Specifically, I think you probably like, it's probably safer to not have one. Because if you only have one, like you're probably racist, right? That's what everybody says. Oh, it's your token black friend. So you want either no black friends or a lot of black friends, but irrelevant, really doesn't really matter. So that's a preference thing. But what you need is one Jewish friend. That is very important. You need one Jewish friend. You don't need one, because if I was going to like raise up my son and give him advice that he could live by, and that would carry him through his days. I could spend my time instilling wisdom in him, or I could have him befriend a Jew.
Yeah.
And it would be more than my advice by far, because it would come with connections and money. So like if I was to say, and this is something I heard recently, I'm like, why don't people tell, like all of the gurus are like talking about money and the hustle. Like, why don't they talk about this stuff? Like, this makes so much sense. Like my friend who has a Jewish friend said that his Jewish friend relayed to him this business advice, that if you want to make money, you ask for advice. If you want advice, you ask for money. And it's one of those things that when you think about it for a second, you're like, that makes so much sense. Why have I never heard that? Because if you are going to go to a rich person, a person who's a philanthropist or a potential investor, if you have a business idea and you want some capital, and you go and you ask for money, they're probably going to think, this guy, I don't know, he's not talking about the business, he's talking about the money. Oh, hey, I'll give you advice. Go talk to this guy, go do stuff, work on your craft, to do things. Like, they're going to give you advice. But if you go to them saying, this is my idea, this is what I've got, this is my work, I want advice, how can I make this better? They're going to, okay, this guy is actually doing it, looking to improve. This is a guy maybe I want to put money in and help him out. It makes so much sense. And if you go asking for money, you're desperate. You want, obviously they're going to say, this guy wants what I have.
Yeah.
So I could tell my son things like, if you want money, ask for advice. If you want advice, ask for money. Or I could have him befriend one Jew and he would get that anyways.
I should marry a Jew. Sorry, babe. You're gone.
Way more valuable than a 401k, my man.
Yeah. Oh, you're a Smith.
That's what's weird. If you find one self-hating Jew, like it's like reverse. Like, they're not trying to enslave humanity. They're like, I'm here to serve. My people need to learn to be quiet and still and listen.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Like, have you ever listened to like self-hating Jews that like are that like people would like the normal Yudin would say that they're a Nazi or whatever, like Jews that have come to realize all this stuff, that you can go and look, and they're like, yeah, this is not good. My people have lost their way.
I wonder where they set inside of everything.
Where what?
I said I wonder where like those Yudins sit in everything, like with their families, with their congregations, with everything like that. Like
that, like a self-hating Jew.
Yeah, like you're just like, I think what we're doing is bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I think this is bad.
Let me look it up. There's a movie about this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, it's called The Believer. It came out in like the early aughts, I think.
Danny. Hey, Guy Daniels.
You look different at that meeting.
Well, you know. So the other night, you said that you thought the modern world was a Jewish disease. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
In the movement, this racialist movement, we believe there's a hierarchy of races. You know, whites at the top, blacks at the bottom, Asians, Arabs, Latins, somewhere in between. Why are you writing this down if you're recording it?
It helps me concentrate. Danny, what about the Jews?
Judaism, it's like a sickness.
How is Judaism a sickness?
Take sexuality.
Sexuality?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You ever fuck a Jewish girl?
What?
You ever fuck one?
Oh, yeah, you know, I mean, I've been out with.
No, I've never done that in my entire life.
Like what?
Jewish girls love to give head. Right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Is that right?
And Jewish men love to get it.
Everybody likes to get
Sorry,
it.
children.
Yes, it's
I hadn't
very
seen this game in a
pleasurable,
while.
but Jews are obsessed with it. You want to know why?
This is a strong PG-13.
Yes. Why?
Yes.
Because a Jew is essentially female.
Female.
Yeah. Real men, white, Christian men. We fuck a woman. We make her come with our cocks.
Sorry,
The Jew doesn't
children.
like to penetrate and thrust. He can't assert himself in that way, so he resorts to these perversions. Oral sex is technically a perversion. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So that's why after a woman's been with a Jewish man,
Yeah.
she's ruined.
Oh, I thought it was something
She
we
never
do
wants
with
to be with
kids.
the normal partner again.
So the Jew's a better lover.
No, he's not better. That's not what I said. I said he gives pleasure.
Welcome, Bill.
That's actually a weakness.
All right. So it's not that the Jew runs the media or that he owns all the banks. It's that they're
Look,
sexually
no.
corrupt.
The Jews clearly control the media and the banks, investment banks, not the commercial ones. But the point is, they carry out in those realms the exact same principles that they display in sexuality. They undermine traditional life.
Yeah,
and
he
they
is a
deracinate
Jew.
Society.
Ryan Gosling is a
Deracinate.
Jew.
Tear out the roots. A real people derives its genius from the land, from the sun, from the sea, from the soil. You know, this is how they know themselves. But like Jews don't even have soil.
Yes, Israel.
Yeah, those aren't Jews.
Of course they're Jews.
Notice the Israelis. It's a fundamentally secular society. They no longer need Judaism because they have soil. Because the real Jew is a wanderer. He's a nomad. He's got no roots and no attachments. So he universalizes everything. You can't hammer a nail or plow a field. All he can do is buy and sell and invest capital and manipulate markets. And, you know, it's like all mental. He takes the life of a people that's rooted in soil, and then he turns it into this cosmopolitan culture based on books and numbers and ideas. And, you know, this is his strength.
Yeah.
You can take the greatest Jewish minds ever. Marx, Freud, Einstein. What have they given us? Communism, infantile sexuality, and the atom bomb. In the mere 3 centuries, it's taken these people to emerge from the ghettos of Europe. They've ripped us out of a world of order and reason. They've thrown us into a chaos of class warfare, irrational urges, relativity, into a world where now the very existence of matter and meaning is in question. Why? Because it's the deepest impulse of a Jewish soul to pull at the very fabric of life till there's nothing left but a thread. They want nothing but nothingness. Nothingness without end.
Wow. Danny, this is great. You're incredibly articulate.
Wow.
But
Don't patronize me.
How can you believe all of this when you're a Jew yourself?
Excuse me?
Do you know a Rabbi Stanley Nadelman? He was at the congregation Ohev Zedek.
Who? How would I know him?
He said you were bar mitzvah there in March of 1988.
He said, and you believe that? And you call yourself a real reporter?
Okay, so you're saying that that's not true.
Do I look Jewish to you? Look at this.
Were you ever bar mitzvahed anywhere else?
Do you have any idea who you fucking with here?
No. Who am I fucking with here?
Not a what? Fuck you.
Why would Nadelman lie to me?
To discredit me. I know who they are. I already explained this to you, guy. These people can say and do anything, and they will. It's all narrative. Are you going to put what he said in your paper?
Well, give me a reason not to.
Because it's slander. Because it's reckless disregard. Because I'm going to sue your fucking Jew paper, that's why.
So you're denying that what he said is true? Yes or no?
Well, lock.
All right. Yeah.
That really got out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Look at me, guy. Oh, no, you can't even look at me now, right?
Oh, Danny, please. Don't.
You put that in the New York Times, guy. And I'm gonna kill myself.
Hey, Avi, go ask Randall Springer to come in.
Anyways, it's an interesting movie, and it was written by Jews.
Well, they gotta they gotta be like, yeah, we are doing this, but you don't know we're doing that. But it's just, it's just propaganda, and we just don't, it's what the people want. It's what the people want, my friend. It's what they want.
It looks like people are saying that the stream's down. It was a movie. It wasn't even you doing it on stream.
Oh, stream's down.
That's what people are saying. We can just try to wait it out. If I'm not doing anything, it should come back. It didn't tell me anything. Usually it says something.
Those bagels got us.
Yep.
Damn you guys.
They don't like the buddies. They want to enslave us buddies. I'm just going to try to wait it out.
Well,
I got a couple things to say, and okay, we'll circle back. What were we going to say?
Okay, we're back. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, so that movie is written by Jews, which is an interesting detail. But my take in general, and I feel like it's just a common sense take. I'd like to think, but a lot of people, when you bring up this stuff or race or feminism, or even like human rights. Hope Yvonne's not in the chat, but when you bring up stuff like that, and like the most normies, like if I say I don't believe in human rights, they're like, oh, like, what, you think we should like have anarchy and like kill people and do all these crazy things? But no, you don't have to like go extreme. That's not what I'm saying. I believe in the image of God, and I believe in duties, and I believe that we have obligations that are higher than the conception of rights. The movie is called The Believer. It came out something in like 2005, 2007, something like that. It's worth watching. But yeah, like, when did you guys first encounter this subject? As in how long ago? It was like a part of the 2020 stuff for me. Started looking into it, and that's when I was looking at the globalists, and who knew that's where it would go, right? But
yeah, like I saw this subject quite a while ago. I never really wanted to like indulge in it, but then like there's nothing you can do about it at this point.
Well, like it's just one of those. It's like one of those polarizing topics where like people have a black and white view of like, if you are a noticer, then suddenly you're a neo-Nazi, and I just don't think that's the case. Like, I think there's lots of things that a neo-Nazi can say that will be like verifiably true. Like, you can go look up statistics, or you can go look up events. You can go look up the USS Liberty, all these things, dancing on rooftops. You can go look them up, and they're things that happened. But I would say like some percentage of what they say is descriptively true, but all of their prescriptives are wrong. Like the answer, and it's in the movie. I was hoping I got the right clip. It was a different clip of that movie, but he actually says what I think the answer is. And he says, if you hate the Jews, you want to like eradicate them from the face of the earth, then you love them. They have no weapons against that, because every time you hate them, every time you try to sanction them, every time you try to bring them to light, you only make them stronger. That's what their strategy is to gain more power through victimhood. So as soon as you invite them into your home, as soon as you try to make them integrate into your community, then that's how you defeat them, is what the main character says. And that is kind of my point of view. Like, yeah, these things are wrong. There are a significant number of this group that have beliefs that I think are despicable and have a lot of power and money and are actively doing things in the world that I think are wrong and cause a lot of damage to people. But howdy, screwed up Jefferson Davis. How you doing? Took P of E of Z to York University and got in big trouble in 2002. Yeah, same on Dragon was 9/11 conspiracy rabbit hole, who controls banking, but didn't really delve deep into the JQ. Started learning more about it in 2015-ish. Yeah, so you guys are earlier than me. I wasn't like really convinced really until like 2020-ish. Your mic cut out, man. But yeah, that's like you can say all these things are
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. But you can say all these things are true about the criticisms of the elite. And again, it's not all Das Juden, because there's tons of Jews that don't even know what their religion teaches, and they're just normal people. It's kind of like Mormons or whatever. But I mean, if you look at Judaism, rabbinic Judaism, the Talmud, I mean, it has some pretty messed up stuff in it. And I could pull up the clip. There's a lady getting like an award, and she's a Jewish lady, and she's like, in our Bible, it says y'all are like animals. So like, if you believe that, and that's what your religion teaches, like you're gonna have weird prescriptions. So I think you can acknowledge these facts about the group, and that doesn't mean you hate them. You know, like you don't have to go neo-Nazi, let's go burn some synagogues down. It's just that's it. That's what I got. I think the neo-Nazi prescriptives are wrong.
Yeah, they are. But like, what I would find is just like they're just like information, and like, what are you supposed to do with this information? Because I mean, it is information. It is 100% information, and it's not distorted information. And that's what a lot of people like to say is like, oh, this is just distorted, that you don't know the context, you don't know anything like this, you don't know anything that's like, well, what we actually kind of do, because there have been a lot of us that have been like keeping track with us, and so we kind of know a little bit, and we're not like, and like you said, we're not just like, oh, all you bagels, you know, we just need to go out.
These are people that God loves, and I think that they're made in the image of God, even if they don't think I am, you know? Yeah, and that's a good point, Bill. Like a lot of the gematria neo-Nazi people will go golden folder chasing and just wanting to name the Jew and do all this stuff, and they have to know everything, and they have to know everybody. They have to name them all. They have to see all the early life and stuff, and it just becomes like an obsession. I think that's pretty retarded. Like it's just like if you can figure out, like you learn this stuff, and like, what do you do with it? It's like, well, you live your life, you be a good person, you love people, you provide for your family, and you know that there are big, powerful forces in the world that have ill intent. And I mean, like I said, I think you should have a Jewish friend because they understand the game. And they can give you a lot of insight. Like they can just like learning finances, learning how business and all this stuff works. It's like math equations. When you run the equation, the numbers work, and they know them.
Yeah, and it's like what my dad said. Like, I forgot what I said.
What'd your dad say? What'd your dad say?
I forgot. Maybe just like it was like a ping pong ball. My brain was like a ping pong ball. You just made me forget everything. That was funny. But I think what I was trying to get at was like, you know, we see who we see who is doing this stuff, but like, what are we going to do to combat that? And how do we combat that? There's only one way to combat that. And there's only one way for anybody to is this might be steal some of the Protestant seeping out of me, but I think we need to bring him to Christ.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Yeah, I mean, there's a priest that died in my area recently. He was a convert from Judaism to Orthodoxy in like the late 70s, and his name's Father James Bernstein, and he was beloved in the community. And so there's nothing like inherently wrong with them as a people group or their genes or anything like that. It's I mean, a lot of it's just their religion teaches these things and they believe it and they try to live by those things. It's just those things are not good. Yeah, that ain't Protestant, that's just Christian, man.
Okay. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yes. That's the answer. They want the Messiah, and we're like, bro.
Oh, I thought
Right
you were
here.
like pulling the Deem's ear. Okay, come here.
Oh,
Deem.
oh, look,
Come. But no, like what Moldy Apple was saying, it's perfect. Because like we need to bring him to Christ. That's the point. That's the point of the thing. Like, yes, they are these fucked up people. Yes, they have these things. Yes, but we also have a duty as us Christians to uphold.
Right.
And that's
Yeah, you can't
basically my
just
stance.
because you're angry of the elites and the globalists doing all this stuff doesn't mean you don't want to fall into their trap. Like Cyprian from the Royal Path says, their degeneracy is your trap. And I mean, you can look up quotes, and you can look up who runs the porn industry and stuff like that, and they say that it's there to destroy certain ethnic groups and stuff like that and make the men weak and all these things. So don't watch porn. Live a virtuous life. Destroy the passions within you. Get some damn control over yourself, man. Pull yourself together.
Yeah,
and that's how you fight.
Let's go bang your lady.
That's crazy stuff about porn. Like I remember this is like a comedian or something like that. I heard an interview like 15 years ago. He's like, yeah, like I don't even like sex anymore. I'd rather watch porn. Like porn is way better than a woman. I'm like, what's what is going on with this man? Something's your brain's all fried.
Oh, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, it makes sense.
A
'Cause,
lot
like
of my
it's
people, like they're just like, well, why do I want to deal with this? And then I can just go, just like
because there's no self-sacrifice. There's no self-sacrifice. There's no intimacy. There's no relationship. It's all just self-serving. I can get whatever I want, and it gets darker and darker and more degenerate and screwed up. I mean, that's like Ted Bundy said that the reason he started killing people, I think it was Ted Bundy. Yeah, I think it was Ted Bundy. The reason he started becoming a murderer is because he started watching porn and it just got darker and darker, and he had to fill the void, and he had to see more and more dark things, and then it effed him up, and he went and started killing people.
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like that's where it leads you. And as like, I can be somebody over here that's been like, I've never looked at anything inappropriate in my entire life. But no, I have a lot. A lot.
What's crazy is that like just like the things my ancestors didn't have to deal with, that they wouldn't be able to empathize with. Like, yeah, like these screens in my house like constantly try to get me to fall into lust. Like I just look up I look at the news, I look at advertisements, I open up Instagram, and it's trying to hook my soul. It's trying to get my eyes. It's trying to get me down rabbit holes. Like there are demonic portals in my bedroom.
Yeah. The devil works in more ways than one. And he's gonna pull you. He's gonna put you into it. Like and there's the shitty thing is like there's no escaping it. But the shitty thing is it's like Well, I mean, not the shitty thing is we can escape that. We can overcome that. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, it is.
If you know what I'm trying to get at. I don't know.
It's hard to think about. Like when I was running my daycare with my wife, this was like 4 years ago. I was playing like YouTube Kids, like little sing along songs, Wheels on the Bus, and an advertisement came up, and it was like straight up hentai. It was like super suggestive. Like, what are you gonna do to me? Click this button to find out. And like it was a button to click to porn on Sesame Street, dude. So these like tentacles are actively not only seeking you out, but trying to seek out the youths and trying to get lifelong customers early on. Screw up their brain, screw up their development, screw up their puberty as early as possible, so then you can control them.
Yes. Hold on real quick. Let's take it over. I gotta go pee real quick.
All right. Well, I guess I can show some slop. I had another topic I wanted to talk about, but we can watch some slop here. Let me pull up a tab. Oh, let me get this one. How are you guys doing? I can't believe what YouTube ads are getting away with. Yeah, it's insane. Like there's some that are just straight up porn. And like I've seen like weird AI videos lately. Like there's a lot of them that are like women at like a beach what is this called? Beach house, like a cabaret. Is that the word I'm looking for? Where it's just like a woman talking, and it's like you hear the voice. It's like enough to pass if you're not really looking at the screen, but you can see like there's glitches, like they're doing like a lot of like hand signs, and then like the video will just like mess up and like restart, and they just like it's like a little clip, and there's a voice, and like the lip sync kind of matches, and it's all almost always been suggestive when those things come up. So yeah, it's weird, man. So let's okay, you're back. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of slop, do a little bit of palate cleanser. We gotta because it's buddy, we gotta have some Jeet content. I had a vision that is yam with float.
हर चीज का एक समय होता है
नहीं, इस समय में ये वीडियो में भी लाइव करके दिखा रहे हैं।
हां ये लाल हुए आपकी तरह ऊपर नीचे जो आपने चलाया था ऐसे पकड़ के भी दिखा दिया और यहां देखिए यहीं स्टॉप एकदम रुक जाइए प्रश्नों का उत्तर भी देगा ये क्या बात है
Oh, it's working, buddy.
I promise you, it is not me. It is not
the
me.
special effects man I paid from Hollywood said that no one would notice. Petrified poop levitation. Dude, my cat's poop is radioactive right now. It's weird. I have to keep it outside in a box for like 90 days. Because my cat's getting old. She's getting hyperthyroidism. I had to give her like a shot. And they're like, yeah, don't let her touch you for the next 2 weeks because she'll mess up your hormones. And collect her poop, put it in a box, and put it outside for 90 days. Because if you put it in the trash man will pick it up and they will think that it's irradiated and you'll get a huge fine because it is irradiated. They're going to detect the radiation and you will get a huge fine.
Well, I would let my cat touch me. I was like, what are you gonna give me? Like,
yeah, am I gonna be a cat man? It's my chance.
Well, I mean, I can do without the tail, but
but I mean, like a rar.
Yeah, you can pull my whiskers out of my face.
Ooh. That's why the Jews are inherently perverted. They like whiskers and stuff, man. Sick. So this is in Poland, and I really hope we can. I'd like America to become a little more Polish. Okay, this is the border. I like the handmade bushcraft ladder.
Yeah.
Did not take long, dude. This will be Texas. Please, Lord, let this be Texas.
Yeah, like that actually surprised me. I was like, they were there like that quick.
Yeah, like I don't so I don't know when this started. Let's just say this started for like a minute, maybe. And they're there for 20 seconds, and then there's a cut. So I don't. But like, there's still a couple guys coming out, so it's can't be long. No, it's not even a cut. It's like, what is that? A different angle? Still this like right the same frame, but it's like it's weird. Is there two cameras that like almost have the same angle? It's weird. Yeah, we need it though. We need it. I want it. We need it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah.
What's your
have to
thoughts
get that.
on? Well, go on. What's our? We need what? We got to get what?
No, I was just saying we got to get that back here.
Yeah. Make America Polish again.
Yes. Polska.
So, what's your thoughts on this man here on the right? I got a stinking sound.
The conservatives will support the trans conservative more than the liberals would support me.
That's that schizophrenic liberal babble, that psycho babble.
Amala, like the Blair Whites, all these people that are causing all this intersectional harm.
I have a
that
vagina.
Really experience no consequences. They just make money on it.
I hope all of their children are gay. I hope all of their children
and they
are
don't
gay.
You never learn. There's never been. Where's the growth? Where's the healing? Because we need healing. Speaking of very sad, very sick, very deranged.
We have Blair White. What's your thoughts on Blair White? Speaking of the very sick, the very sad, and the deranged.
Well, I think it's like calling the kettle black.
Yeah. Well, my wife and I were talking about Blair White last night, and it was like around 2017, like Blair White, Milo, Ben Shapiro, all these conservative, like what do they call them? Provocateurs showed up out of nowhere, and we were saying like they've got to be astroturfed. Like they had to have had some kind of NGO or some kind of influence propping them up and getting them in the light. And we're talking like what has like Blair White done or said that has like contributed anything? Like because all he needs is notoriety, and like we know that because like he's out here making money still, and you and I know his name. And my wife knows his name. Like people know his name, and that's what he needs. You know, he needs money. And we were talking like, is this really a dude that dresses up as a guy? Because he talks about like, yeah, I'm mentally ill. I have gender dysmorphia, and I got fake breasts and I'm getting all these surgeries. And you notice like whenever it's a trans dude, whenever it's a man or whatever, a man that tries to be a woman, they're always like the hypersexualized blow up doll Barbie version of a woman.
My favorite.
They're like your favorite woman.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it's just like because they don't know what it's like to be a woman, they just want to be, I don't know, seen as valuable or seen as attractive. They want like the attention that a woman gets. That they go like this hypersexualized, like giant lips, fake giant butt, fake everything. Like they don't look like a woman. They look like a blow up doll because they're
like
immature. Like I have a friend who's like put masturbation into perspective. It's like, yeah, masturbation is just immaturity. Like if you don't have any self-control, like that's like, it's like homosexuality. Homosexuality is just immaturity or arrested development. If you're not able to have your passions, have your the desire part of your soul, the appetitive part of your soul in reign, if you're not in control, then you're going to be immature. Your development's going to be arrested. And that's what homosexuality is. That's what masturbation is. That's what this transgender thing is. It's just an immaturity, a lack of reins on your own soul. But with Blair White, it's this weird, I don't know. I've always thought it was a grift, because if you were trains, if you were a troon, but you're a conservative and you know that troons is mental illness, wouldn't you just be like, I'm a man and I'm just going to be a man and I struggle with this? And why would you go headlong into it, get all the surgery, make yourself look like a freak, and then you say all the talking points that make all the neocons jerk off?
Yeah. And like, why wouldn't you at least detransition? Do something.
Right, yeah.
Like
Doesn't make
if,
sense.
if you knew that, like, let's just say, like, for shits and giggles, I was a super anti-Semitic dude, and all I wanted was see these people dead. Whatever. Shouldn't I do something? And then I changed my views. I would do something to not be that. You know, I don't know.
They're pretty degen too, dude. I've heard them say some pretty nasty stuff.
No, I watched the Hodge twins. I used to watch them a lot back in the day. Yeah, it was just like, and then once they started having that podcast and everything, it's like, you guys are kind of like one-sided, and you guys they want to live in their echo chamber.
Yeah, they're just hedonists. That's all they are.
Yeah.
But I actually was like gaming this out with my wife, talking about Blair White, and I'm like, the thing that would make the most sense to me about the whole situation is if that Blair White was a woman and was like, if I pretend I'm trans and I say a bunch of conservative stuff, I will make a lot of money off the conservatives, because then they'll look at like, look, we have one too. We have a trains that says all our stuff. Get wrecked, trains. And it would be very easy for a woman to just like put way too much makeup on and say that they were a man that's passing. Like that seems way more doable, way easier of a grift than I'm going to cut my dick off so I can get money. It's way less commitment.
Well, maybe, but there's actually one way we can figure this out. And I know I hinted at this last episode. But I mean, like, you could make a Grindr account and like
what is you just do it. Just do it. I'm not stopping you, man. You're a grown man. Like what Andy said. Are you gonna allow your friend John to make a Grindr account? Like, I'm not his mom. I'm not his house helicopter parent. If he was gonna make a Grindr account, I can't do anything about it. I can be like, John, brother in Christ, like, be healed. I have a vision. I have a vision that in 24 hours, John Mondragon is gonna create a Grindr account. I put it on Facebook. I'll put that shit on Facebook, so you know it's immutable.
George Jake over here. Well, if my mom says it's okay, and my mommy says this, you know it's okay.
I thought Grok was supposed to be based, y'all. Blair White is a transgender woman. She was assigned male at birth and has since transitioned to live and identify as a woman. She has been open about her journey, including her experience with gender dysphoria and her decision to undergo feminizing hormone therapy starting in 2015. While some individuals may refer to her based on her birth assigned sex, Blair identifies and presents as a woman. Her gender identity is a personal aspect of her life that she has discussed publicly. Can you repeat all that, but way less gay?
Yeah,
less gay.
Blair White was born a dude, now lives as a dude.
Blair White born. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, Blair White, born with a dick, now dressed like a broad, pills since 2015, yaps about it on the web. Some call him a dude. She says, nah, done. Okay, that's better. That's a little bit better.
I'm born with a dick, born as a dude. You're the dude playing the dude playing the dude.
I know who I am. So if you ask Grok 1, 2, 3 times to make it less gay, it'll start to get there.
Yeah. Let's bring it down to the task brass. Bring it down, Glork.
Did you just call me Glork? First off, I'm not Glork, so get that right out of your head. And you're just making an assumption. Have you seen all like the Rex or the Grok debates videos that people have been doing?
Yeah, watch Glork put the transcendental argument on us.
Yeah. It always has like this like a Redditor like way of talking when it's arguing. It's like, why, and it always goes to like relativism. Like why does your form of logic just work? Like why do we have to operate on like the law of non-contradiction and the law of identity? What if there's some alien out there whose sense of communication and its perception of reality is so far beyond our capacity to understand? Or what if it operates on its own sets of values like randomness and we can't even understand because we're just too limited. It's like, no, well, if that was the case, it wouldn't even be able to make sentences. Stop saying my name. Stop saying my name.
Don't say my name. I agree with you.
You're using neuro-linguistic programming, and I would not fall for it.
Yeah, it was funny. Like what Moldy said right here. Like he was the first person that ever like got kind of like got me into political stuff was like Mark Dice. Like just kind of like watching his stuff. It's weird because like Mark Dice is like super political, but like lies under the radar. And you're just like, I
couldn't remember who that was. So I was like, who?
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah.
I've
Mark
seen him
Dice.
around, but I've never like followed him. I know I've seen his videos, but I couldn't like tell you much about him.
He has some really good books.
He's an author. He's an author, mate.
He's an author.
Gay Troons conservatives are total grifters because they promote themselves via their degeneracy while pretending to be against those even worse ones. Yeah, I agree. Also, you were talking about low impulse control being a sign of arrested development. I'm reminded of Aleister Crowley speaking of the coming aeon being that of the crowned and conquering child. Yeah, wow. Yeah, and Aleister Crowley's all like his sex magic's all about like destroying boundaries. That's you want to do the most depraved thing because that gives you power. You want to do horrible things to children because that will expand their mind, bro. You're gonna open them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not you're not a PDF file if you persuade your
just trying to expand their minds, man.
Yeah,
just MK Ultra stuff. Man.
It's just how can we say what you're thinking is wrong?
Well, what if there are aliens that like do this all the time and they think it's right or whatever? Have you ever considered that? First off, my name's not Grok.
But who's to say it's wrong? That's the thing, Who's to say it's wrong? If I say, this and this and this makes me feel good, how are you to say that I'm wrong?
But do we have proof that Blair White is actually a man, was born a man, is a man?
I've seen
has a PP. Stuff. Oh. Go on.
Well,
Pixar didn't happen, my man.
Oh, we used to date back in the day.
Yeah, I'd do anything to get her back.
That was a long lost love of my life. Blair got away.
Yeah, the Blair that got away.
The Blair that got away. No,
it's so weird. Like if Blair is a man and he's like dating a man, it's like 100%. It's just gay with more steps. All that, like, have you seen like the videos? I think we've even shown them on the show, but like a man and a woman. I know people like this. I know people personally where the man thinks he's a woman and the woman thinks he's a man. And they get married and they think they're like in the LGBT community, but it's like they're just a straight couple and they're both mentally ill. It's weird.
Yeah,
so many things like this that like if I try to tell if my grandpa was still alive and I was able to sit down, like, tell me about the world now. I'm like, Grandpa, like, I think I think my grandpa would die. I think he would just like curl up like a dead bug hearing the stuff that my generation's going through.
Yeah.
Like even on Twitter, there was like someone like atheist said something and I replied, and then a big atheist account with like 50,000 followers, something like that, retweeted it or something, like saying I'm a hateful person. And like I had like 50 atheists attacking me and I was responding to some of them. And one was a dude it was like a 50-year-old dude dressed up as a woman named Dana. And I was like, and then he started saying that he was going to fight me. He's like, it is ma'am. I served 20 years in the Canadian Royal Army, and I've killed men before, and I'll fight you. You're nothing to me, bug. You little insect. And I'm like,
What I
I had to
mean by
explain-
man is a moose.
if I had to explain to my grandpa that a man who thinks he's a woman wants to do me harm because I called him a man because he's a man. Like, I don't like, would your grandpa, would the greatest generation have framework to even like digest this?
No, my grandpa would. He would call me bigot. He'd be like, "Hey, you son of a bitch, you bigot! I ain't raised no bigot."
Oh, hello, buddy. Hey,
buddy,
Moldy Apple. I'm
Austin.
pretty sure I was born in the 1900s. What's your point, man?
Yeah, I was born in the 1900s.
All right, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, you trying to get age over me? I have consent.
Is
Well,
you
I
a
don't have
Zoomer?
consent.
I have no idea any of your personals, Moldy. I don't know if I assume you're a man, but I don't know. Maybe you're a woman. You're a woman named Dana that wants to fight me, and I don't know. This is like all the personal attacks you have on me starting to make sense.
Yeah, we'll do a fight.
Okay, well that makes sense. Like those 1900s. Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right. I was gonna say, like, we can fight, bro. We can fight if you want. I'll be like, I'll pull the gym bomb out. I'll fight you, bro. I'll fight you.
Me and my tiny shoulders got you any day of the week.
Fighting hurts. It hurts these days.
Like I don't know. I'd like to say that I could fight a 50-year-old man in a dress and win. You know, I got youth on my side. I do jujitsu.
Mhm.
I'm not like, well, the thing is, it's just such a weird situation. Like, if I hated trans people, I would have called Dana a woman. Like, if I hate trans people, I would want them to fall further into their delusion. I would affirm it all. I would want them to self-destruct and self-mutilate. If I hated them, that's like if I was a Jew, if I was a Jew,
Yeah. Well, it's you. I mean, like, keep going.
yeah. Oh, you're a woman. Excellent.
Oh, wait, you're stuck in a mud hole. Well, here's a shovel. Keep digging. Keep
Yeah,
digging.
like, works for me.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
It would just the preposterous. It's so preposterous. This man who thinks he's a woman is doing the most ladylike thing of wanting to insult me and fight me because she's not roided out. She's not full of the tea. So, like, okay, if he is on estrogen, like that's gonna make him weaker. Maybe he's retarded. He might have retard strength. I got to keep that in mind.
Can't make
But-
the jokes I want to make, but it's okay.
No, I mean, it's only my channel. It can get taken down. So whatever. It's not going to hurt you.
I was just gonna say you can't get him off if he's on estrogen. So
Oh,
Works,
that's
yeah.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
that's what I was saying.
Ugh. I heard some 80-year-old grandma in Germany getting arrested for questioning six Brazilians in the six Brazilians. I see.
Yeah. Hey, I made 12 chocolate chip cookies last night, and it took me 3 hours to make them. So I don't.
So
see
have you
how
ever heard
that's
of Have you ever heard of Eurovision?
Eurovision?
Yeah, it was something that came about like after World War II. They're trying to like have this pop culture thing that would unite the European states together, and it's each country comes together and they like have a pop song, and they do live performances, and they like vote on who's the best performer, who's the best song. And I have friends that are super into it, and for like last 4 or 5 years, they've invited us to watch all of like 40 something songs, and we like rate them all, and they just get more and more degenerate. And this time it was over Zoom because they live like 2 hours away now, and they had like 6 or 7 of their work friends over, and I was on Zoom, and the French people came on and they were doing their song, and it was like all black guys, and I said, "Just a second, I love you. Just a second. You want to go outside? Okay, I can help you go outside in a minute." So the French the French performers come on. They're representing France, and they're all black men. And I said over the mic, "Wow, I hate French people, but I didn't know that made me a racist. Like I never considered that." And like nobody laughed, and I thought it was just like I don't know these people who are on the Zoom call with me or whatever. But then I have my friend tell me like the next day, like, dude, I had like that got me a lot of heat. Like my friends were very pissed off about that. I'm like, I'm glad I kept it like that was like a light PG joke. Like,
that's why like I don't know. I
didn't know there's any danger.
I don't know how far you went in the like Chris Strange.
Yeah, Chris Strange.
And like Raging Tomato, like, and all those people like they have like the little
the panel verse.
Yeah, the panel verse. That's what it's called. I'm no longer allowed on there because like I called Fatty like that black guy Fatty. Like I was like somebody was talking about him, something like that. And like I've heard the guy talk a little bit and everything like that. I never knew who he was, but I said something like extremely racist. Like this guy probably could be like black or something like this because like his views on everything is just absolutely stupid. And then everyone's like, "Oh, well,
like
he is."
You heard a pin drop.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Well, he is black, and you're being extremely racist, and he never wants you back on again." I was like, "Oh, damn it,
that's wild." I don't know. People are so sensitive. Like, yeah, I got heat from my friends for a joke you told. Yeah, like, but okay, I try to put my headspace into this weird liberal person. He goes to his coworker's house. He watches all these. What's even crazier is that like a lot of the songs and the imagery. Okay, you want me to go with you? No. Okay, okay. All these songs, like half the songs are super sexual, and there's just like degeneracy on the stage, and a lot of it's like witch imagery, occultic imagery, satanic imagery, and like all that stuff. They were like, "Oh, this is like so artistic," but I like make a very mild black joke, and that's offensive. It's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy because like pop culture and like all the music, it is like hypersexualized. It is this. You can't get away from it. And once you point it out, you're like, why is this? Like, well, you don't understand art. You don't know what
I understand Judaism.
Yeah, I understand what it is.
Can't get away from it, can we?
Yeah, I've never been to a synagogue, but I've seen the destruction. But like,
yeah, I had a vision of the earthquake at the synagogue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, the earthquake was here, and I saw it, and it happened. And oh gosh. But no, like that guy like won't have me on. Like I tried everything to get back on his panel and just be like, dude, I didn't know it was you, and I was gonna be nice. I was like, I didn't know, you know, be nice, be a nice guy.
Were you drinking?
No, I wasn't. That's funny.
Yeah,
yes, I was.
At the Eurovision thing. Like, I'm glad I wasn't drinking. I could have gotten maybe PG-13. I would have really caused a ruckus.
Yeah, all I said was like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He sounds stupid. Everything he says, his positions, he never has like a real position. He just claims all of his positions to be whatever what's the term? Collective positions. That's all his positions are. And then he makes those dogma. I'm like, this guy sounds like an idiot.
They won't have you back on. What a blessing.
I know, right? Yeah, what a blessing. Yeah, I guess
You're free. You're free to live the life you want.
And I was just like, oh, well, I was like, I didn't know it was you, bro. Like, I was trying to be nice, and he's like, no, I don't want anything to talk to you about because you're just a racist bigot. Okay.
You didn't realize that the guy you called stupid was
major
like this
earthquake that took place in Thailand. And I'm going to tell you why this is prophetic in nature. Anyways,
we're at an hour and a half in. My wife is struggling with the kids that are going crazy. So I'm gonna sunset this. Anything you want to say, John Mondragon? Thank you for the 17 watching right now. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. God bless all y'all.
Yeah, thank you all for coming in. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Send the love.
And rewatch it. Watch it 1,000 times. Send me super chats. Like, comment, subscribe. Do all the things. Lift me up, everybody.
Can you take me higher?
Mono, Bill Hicks, Austin, Vesper.
You know, yeah, he asked me to punch me and to knock my teeth out, and I realized it was because our Haitian neighbor came in and they needed it to put on string for their voodoo. My Christian Haitian neighbor is using my teeth for a voodoo.
Buddy, the only show you want, the only show you need. It'll get you high, get you wise. Buddy is the place to be.
I've got a vagina.
This may help it.
What there? Oops. Tab kept going to the next video. This may help a Bitcoin.
God bless all of you guys. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I know I am. And I hope you guys are too.
I send my heart out to all of you. You all get my heart.
Yes. My heart. My heart. And if anybody wants to exchange lungs, I'll take them.
Got them smoker lungs? Why down here? What? Why are we down here? That's better. Anyways.
There we go.
Well, two new viewers showed up. Goodbye.
Wow. What are you doing here?
Stick around.